What's up, gang? Today we're going to be able to do something that nobody is doing on YouTube. You're going to be able to go through the TOEFL reading section before the exam changes in January 21st, 2026. And by the way, the material that we're going to use today in this lesson comes from my TOEFL self-guided online course that you can find on my website, reggieenglish.com. The program that I built after helping hundreds of students get into their dream universities. And I love showing parts of it here so you can get used to real practice with that new format. Many students have already gotten into their dream university, and you're going to be the next one. So before we start, make sure to hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. All right, so the new reading section of the TOEFL exam has 3 different tasks, and today we're going to go over each one. The first task is called Complete the Words. They're going to show you a small paragraph, and what I've seen is they put in basically the first 2 letters or maybe 3 letters of a word, and based on grammar, logic, the way that you think, you have to fill in the rest of that word, and it has to sound logical. The good thing about that is if you try to put in a word that doesn't fit, you'll try to type and you'll know it's wrong. So it is timed, so you do have to think quickly about what conjugation of the word that you're thinking of fits at that spot. But all in all, it's super quick. It warms up your brain for the rest of the reading section. And that takes us to task 2, which is read in daily life. So these are real world announcements, posts, newsletters, things like that that you normally see in your daily life. And you'll answer questions based on basic details, purposes, or an inference that you can make from the reading. So you can think of this as reading that you normally do in your daily life. And task number 3 that you'll do is read an academic passage. Now this is very similar to the old TOEFL that we're doing right now, but I like this one a little bit more because your brain won't be as tired because the passage is much shorter. So similar question just like you had in the original academic passage, but this one's a lot shorter and it should be a little bit easier to do because your brain isn't tired. But because it is an academic passage, this is where a lot of people stress and they're worried about if they'll get a good score because it is the bulk of your score. But don't worry, in today's video, we're going to do it together anyway, so let's do this. So what's today's goal? Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how the new TOEFL section works, and you'll be able to answer each section confidently using tasks that are already on reggieenglish.com. All right, gang, so now that we got that explanation out the way, make sure you grab your notebook. If you need to get your pen out to take some notes, make sure you do that. And as you know, let's get ready. Okay, so I hope you're excited. Let's do this. So let's just go into the course. And all right, let's see here. Okay, so this is the first part of the reading section. So it seems like we have some fill in the blank. We have some letters that we have to fill in for the paragraph that we're going to fill in there. Seems like that's 10 questions here. And then we have a little bit more. Looks like maybe an announcement or something like that, Greenway Energy. And we have 2 questions for that one. Okay, then we have a social media post that we're going to read and then answer a few questions with that. Sounds good. All right, then we have just like the old TOEFL, but seems like it's a little bit shorter. We have basically it looks like an academic passage that we're going to answer, and looks like we have 5 questions with that one. All right, perfect. All right, let's do it together. Let's see how we do. So let me start with the first one, make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so scientists have discovered from satellite images that large whale populations follow very migration routes. Follow very, okay, productive. Let's see, P-R-O-D-U, no. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, precise. So they follow very precise migration routes across the world's oceans. We might think that whales simply move based on basic needs. If you're doing this with me and you need to pause before we answer the questions, no problem. Just pause it, try to answer yourself. We're doing it together, right? Let's see how we do. One cool thing about this, at the end, all you have to do is submit your answer. At the end, it'll tell you whether you got them right or wrong, and we're gonna do that together. All right, so let's keep going. We might think that whales simply move based on basic needs such as food and temperature. However, recent research has made it clear that their behavior is far more blank than previously believed. Complicated? Complex is far more complex. Yeah, 4 letters, complex than previously believed. Some species travel through of something of kilometers each year. Oh, okay, maybe thousands. USA and yeah, thousands. Also, as you're seeing, right, you have to make sure your spelling's good, but likely in the real TOEFL exam, well, no, you just have to make sure your spelling's good, right? So it's really good to practice your spelling. But the good thing is, if you count your letters, you probably won't make a mistake, right? All right, so thousands of kilometers each year, returning to the same breeding grounds. Exact. So these patterns suggest a high level of memory. So these patterns suggest a high level of memory. I think memory. Communication and social organ among whale groups. Organization. Yeah, organization among whale groups. We'll see how we do, but I think we're pretty good. All right. Hope you got something similar to that. We'll see if I'm right at the end, right? So good job so far. Let's keep going with this. So that's the first one. So now let's see how we do on that announcement. Let's take a look. So Greenway Energy save money by switching to monthly e-statements. So go paper free with Greenway Energy. Customers who enroll in e-statements will receive their monthly electricity bill as a secure PDF sent directly to their email. To sign up, log into your Greenway Energy account online and select billing preferences under the settings menu. All right, so they're gonna get their billing notices through a PDF to their email. Sounds good, and they want to go paper free. Okay, what type of business issued the notice? So an energy business. You see that, right? Energy provider. Okay, good. And how can customers sign up for e-statements? Let's see, by calling Greenway customer support, by visiting a Greenway Energy Service Center, by updating billing settings to their online account, by sending an email request to Greenway Energy. I think you just gotta update your settings, right? Let me see, to sign up, log into your Greenway Energy account online, select billing preferences under settings menu. All right, yeah, just update your settings. Let's see. Yeah, you don't have to visit anything. Okay. So far, so good. Not bad, right? Hopefully you're doing good with this. If you missed any questions, it's okay, right? This is all new, but I'm sure you're doing good. Let's keep going. Now let's check out that social media post. It looks cool, as you see here on the screen. So let's see how we do. Lena Park. Every weekend, our Riverside Art Fair turns the park into a colorful, lively place. Visitors can browse booths filled with handmade paintings, pottery, candles, and eco-friendly clothing created by local artists. One of the fair's most popular booths is the Rivera family's pottery stand. Their beautifully glazed bowls and mugs are known for their durability and unique designs. People line up early because their items often sell out before noon. Be sure to stop by the food trucks too, everything from vegan tacos to gourmet grilled cheese. The air smells amazing and there's always something new to try. Plus, don't miss the community stage. Local dance groups and musicians perform throughout the day, creating a fun, family-friendly atmosphere that brings the whole neighborhood together. Hope to see you there this Saturday. All right, so we have an art fair. We got some food trucks there too. They want visitors to check out the local handmade paintings and stuff like that. Okay, great. And it's a great thing to do for the community with local dance groups and musicians and stuff like that. Okay, so what's the main purpose of the post? To compare different art fairs? No. To encourage people to visit the Riverside Art Fair? Likely. To explain how to make handmade pottery? No. To advertise jobs for local musicians? No. All right, good. Why is the Rivera family's booth popular? Their items are the lowest price at the fair. They offer free pottery making lessons. Their products are high quality and they sell out quickly. Their booth has the largest variety of food. Let's find out. One of the most popular booths is the Rivera family pottery stand. People line up. Okay, so they're selling out quickly. Yeah. All right, great there. Again, like I said, if you're doing this and you need to pause, definitely do it. I'm sure you're doing great. All right, let's check out 15. Why do visitors arrive early to the pottery booth? To avoid long lines, probably, because a lot of people are there. To meet the artists and interview them, to watch the morning performances at the stage, to get the best pieces before they sell out. So a lot of people are there. So to avoid long lines. Then they say that they sell out quickly. Let's see. Be sure to stop by the food truck too. Everything from vegan tacos. Plus don't miss. Let's see. I thought they said something about selling out. People line up early because the items often sell out before noon. Yeah, that's it. All right, good. So I'm sure you're doing great there. How is it? Let me know in the comment section. Put easy if you think it's easy. Put, medium if you think it's medium. And if you think it's hard, let me know too. Also, as you see, sometimes vocab helps a little bit, and we might see that a little bit later. Don't forget to get that free ebook, right? It's right on the website. If you need the ebook, just go there. You got it. You probably already got it right now. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, so this is the academic passage here. It's the last 5. Let's do this. The color communication test. Scientists have long been interested in how animals communicate with each other, especially through color. While humans often rely on spoken language, many animals use visual signals to send warnings, attract mates, or mark territory. But how much of this communication is intentional, and how much is instinctual? Recent studies on color-changing animals have helped researchers better understand this question. For years, biologists have known that chameleons change color to regulate body temperature or blend into their surroundings. However, new research suggests that chameleons also use color changes to communicate with other chameleons. In one experiment, males displayed bright, bold colors when another male entered their territory. The intensity of colors helped scientists predict whether a confrontation would occur. When the intruder backed away, the dominant male's colors quickly faded, indicating that the display served as a warning rather than a camouflage technique. Researchers have also discovered similar patterns in animals that cannot change color. For example, some species of tropical birds rely on the brightness of their feathers to show strength and health. In a recent study, birds with duller feathers were less successful at defending their nest. Surprisingly, even certain insects, let me see that again. Surprisingly, even certain insects use color in complex ways. Scientists found that a type of butterfly flicks its wings rapidly to reveal bright patches that deter predators. These findings suggest that color-based communication may be far more widespread than previously believed. All right, so basically, it seems like they do it to repel. They have this color to repel different insects that are coming to attack it. Let's see if that main idea helps us out. That's what I got anyway. Basically, they talk more about sending warnings than actually camouflaging. But we got the chameleons too, so different reason that they changed their color. All right, so what is the passage mainly about? Let's check it out. How animals use color to recognize predators. No. New discoveries about color-based communication in animals. Yes. So they don't use their color to recognize the predators. They use it to, like, repel them. But let's see, differences between camouflage and body temperature control. No. Recent studies on, no. So they're trying to get you there with A, I think. Likely you can think A is the answer, but that word recognize there is a modifier. It actually, they don't recognize them with their colors. They see them and then they deter them. So I'm gonna go with B, but we'll see at the end. All right, so what does the chameleon experiment suggest? Let's see. Chameleons change colors to avoid predators. No, they see them. Color changes in chameleons occur randomly. No. Chameleons use color displays to communicate territorial warnings. Chameleons do not respond to the presence of other males. Okay. So what I'm seeing here so far is that basically that main idea, if you catch the main idea, you're going to be able to answer a lot of questions quickly. All right, let's see the next two. According to the passage, what is true about tropical birds? They change their feather color depending on temperature. Their feathers' brightness can indicate their physical condition. They communicate only through sound. Their feathers become brighter when predators approach. That's the main idea. So let me go back and just check that. All right. Surprisingly, even certain insects use the color. That's the insects. Similar pattern animals that cannot change color. For example, some species of tropical bird rely on brightness of their feathers to show strength and health. All right. So same. When predators approach, let me just make sure. So, physical condition, strength and health. Oh, almost got me. Almost got me. So yeah, so they do it to indicate physical condition, their strength and their health, physical condition, not really predators on that one for the birds. All right, awesome. So let's keep going with 19. Why does the author mention butterflies? To show that insects can also use color to communicate. It seems like that to me. To explain how predators track their prey, to compare chameleons and birds. Well, that's not a butterfly. To illustrate how insects learn new behaviors. No. Okay. What can be inferred from the passage? Only highly intelligent animals use color signals. No, because insects do. The use of color in communication is decreasing among animals. No. Color-based communication may be more common than scientists once thought. Surely. Animals rely on color only for camouflage. That's a modifier there, only for camouflage. Definitely not. All right, guys, so let's see. So we answered all the questions, it looks like, right? All right, let's see how we did. Let's go TOEFL Warriors. Let's check this out. Cash. Okay, good. All right, so as you see, so this is one of the modules for the reading section. This is module 1. They basically have 2 of the same thing that we just did, but just for the sake of the video, I just did 1. If you want the complete one, don't worry, we'll do some more videos here. And if you like the quiz that you see here on the screen, well, you can get that right on the website. Just go to the TOEFL Self-Guided Complete course. You'll get a free ebook. You'll get all the templates for every part of the TOEFL exam, everything you need. And you'll also get feedback from me. When you need help, just send me a message and I got you. So until next time, gang, take care.